Go on YouTube, just a quick little video on how to change your plastic master cylinder brake fluid reservoir to this little billet anodised brake reservoir. I'm just unboxing it here. It's well wrapped. It's quite a pretty little part, as you can see, so they don't want you to scratch it before you actually put it on the bike, so they pack it nice and well. It's got a couple of dust or whatever, dust covers or whatever you want to call them, fluid covers. Just taken off the old one, 8mm socket bolt. So undo that a couple of turns and then use the pliers to take your hose clip off. That way you don't lose too much brake fluid for air getting in there. Just clean up the bracket a bit, bolt on your reservoir, top it up to about probably ½ an inch from the top. Put your first cap on, put your spacer retainer outfitted in there, and then screw your cap on nice and tightly. It's not held on like the stock one by a little clamp that you have to unscrew to take off the lid, so you're going to have to tighten it up pretty tight. Just trying to over tighten it until it starts bending the bracket much. Check it for any sponginess in case any air got in past the cylinder itself. It shouldn't have done. Just clean it up before you take your cover, whatever you cover the bike off with. Make sure your hose clamps back in place. Should have probably done that before I started pumping the brake. And yeah, that's the finished article. Looks a little bit better than the plastic one in my opinion, and yeah, probably lasts longer out in the sun, the Australian sun here we got. It probably doesn't affect the performance or anything, just makes it look better. I just got sick of looking at that plastic garbage on the bike. As you can see, it looks shinier, looks more quality in it. As you can see, I've zip tied off the brake. I'll leave that on overnight just to get rid of any extra air bubbles.